we design an inverter. So explain how big we'll also see, and I'll it was a 5 level NPC. Okay, so this is how of two switches, two forming
आशीष
into
119 में कोई है क्या 119 में
DC voltage divided
जाके
voltage
बात किया उनको बुला के लेके आ नीचे
voltage.
आशीष हाँ? बोलो सर को माइक में बोलो माइक ऑन को सर को बोलो आशीष गो टू 119 कोई
The
ऊपर पता
diodes,
नहीं
this
नीचे बुला के लेके आ दी उनको ऑटो सेशन लेने वाले हैं हम लोग यहाँ पे
anti-parallel is no anti-parallel
इतना पीछे
externally inductive load has, and almost all the load inductive,
नो
or they are inductive in nature.
आप माइक को हाँ करो हाँ
So for C2, now again with the thumb rule, you can go for 100, a
पीछे से
thousand
माइक ऑन करो
microfarad each.
पीछे से ऑन
Okay,
करो पीछे से
if you
ऑन है
want
क्या
more energy to be given to the load, if it is very low frequency operation, in that case you may go for 4700 microfarad also. So value of this capacitor depends upon the load cycle. This value is
अनम्यूट
enough.
करो ऑन
Okay,
बोलो सको
here you will get the, if you pulses here, wave pulses में hertz output from this inverter, 50 will be the one cycle. So that millisecond. So if
माइ अनम्यूट करो पहले
millisecond, each of this must be on.
हेलो सर।
अरे माइक अनम्यूट करो अनम्यूट म्यूट है माइक आपका पवन नायक ना माइड म्यूट है
Hello.
अच्छा अच्छा
हेलो सर, सॉरी इंटरप्शन के लिए सर, बट आपका वॉइस ब्लॉक। हेलो सर।
Okay. अभी भी आ रहा है, अभी भी ब्लॉक हो रहा है.
सर ये एक्चुअली कैसे हो रहा है कि रह रहे के आवाज़ कट हो रहा है सर।
Okay. थोड़ा the internet issue. आप सबने क्या कॉलेज के इंटरनेट से लॉगिन किया है क्या?
हाँ सर, यस सर।
सो मैं, तो अगर मैं स्लो,
सर अभी भी वॉइस वैसे ही हो रहा है सर।
ओके क्या करेंगे? So if I stop presenting, is it okay now?
हाँ सर अभी ठीक है।
Okay. Output the inverter convert.
वी कांट सी
So
ना
if on 50 period, out of 20 milliseconds must be on for 10 milliseconds and another 10 milliseconds. Now, to just briefly, you can see which the operation
मोबाइल से ट्राई करो, मोबाइल से.
shown DC source to switch is closed, current is flowing, and then there the right.
क्या हुआ?
So
आवाज
for
नहीं आ
some
रहा.
time,
इससे देख,
this
इससे देख. अरे ही
told you
स्पीकिंग
that
लाइक दिस, ही स्पीकिंग लाइक दिस.
type of. Now you can
इससे देख, इससे सुनाई दे रहा है क्या? सुन for 2 मिनट के लिए.
lower switch is on, lower switch is turned. This diode will be a small amount of time prevailing. Energy stored in this inductor.
तो वैसे हो रहा है इसमें भी.
The free if connect these
तो वैसे हो रहा है सर.
इनको बोलो वहाँ
will
से
not
पोक
allow,
करो, वहाँ से इम्पोर्टेंट है. वहाँ से पोक करो,
it will
जल्दी पोक करो.
forcefully make the switch conducting. The meaning of that, doing the gate pulse, the
प्रभावती,
will get
आपको
damaged.
सुनाई दे रहा है क्या? क्या ब्रेक हो रहा है? बोलो, पोक करो वहाँ
Hello,
पे.
is it
माइक अनम्यूट कर, बोलो हेलो सर.
breaking?
पोक करो.
Is
हेलो
it
सर.
fine?
से यू से.
हेलो सर. फिर से वैसे वॉइस ब्रेक हो रहा है सर.
I think internet on your side is slow.
सर फोन पे भी ऐसे हो रहा है.
एक काम कर, मोबाइल से लॉगिन करो. कोई मोबाइल में चेक करते हैं कैसा इशू गड़बड़ आ रहा है.
Yes.
या फिर छोड़ो रिकॉर्डिंग. ही इज गोइंग टू शेयर द रिकॉर्डिंग्स ना. ही इज गोइंग टू शेयर द रिकॉर्डिंग्स टू अस. ठीक है, एनीवे देखो अभी सर क्या कर रहे हैं अभी.
आवाज कैसी है?
सर इज आस्किंग समथिंग. सर इज आस्किंग अभी है, देखो. बोलो अभी, वही सर पूछ रहे हैं कब से. सर आर यू ऑल रिकॉर्डिंग सर एट योर एंड ऑल्सो दिस गूगल मीट?
Yes.
हेलो हेलो. सर वी
Yes,
कांट
I'm
हियर, आई कांट हियर यू एट ऑल सर. आवाज बिल्कुल नहीं आ रहा सर. हेलो. मोबाइल नेट से क्या इशू हो रहा है? मोबाइल नेट से सेम इशू हो रहा है, मोबाइल से भी. आवाज ठीक से नहीं आ रहा. हाँ. मोबाइल आवाज कट हो रहा है ना. हाँ. ओके, लेट ही इज डूइंग समथिंग. लेट अस सी. He is doing, let him do now. We can't force him. हम्म ये वाला यहाँ पे है, तुषार यहाँ पे है। किसको वाईफाई? ये टीएनपी का है ज्यादा, ये टीएनपी का है, पहले ही बोल रहा हूँ। ये ले, ये ले, पी सी एस एम पी सी स्मॉल स्मॉल एस एम 3J डब्ल्यू 0 RT। हुआ कनेक्टेड?
Hello.
ये सर इज टेलिंग हेलो। आवाज आया अभी? आवाज आया? बोलो सको, यस सर वी कैन हियर यू।
आवाज येतोय का
हाँ
माझा?
सर, अभी क्लियर है सर।
Please unmute. I'll continue. Okay, regarding inverters with RL load, I have these diodes are very important. You can see in this video when this upper switch suppose is turned on, then this capacitor is supplying energy to the
सर योर
load
स्क्रीन
in
इज
this
नॉट
path.
प्रेजेंटेड सर। सर आपका स्क्रीन प्रेजेंट नहीं है सर।
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
सबको बोलो जो अटेंड कर रहे हैं वर्कशॉप में, सबको यहाँ 8B में बुलाइए सबको। बस वी टेक फोटोग्राफ्स, वी टेक, इट्स कंपल्सरी रूल एक्चुअली। मैसेज डालो ग्रुप में, मैं डाला, डालो अनऑफिशियल मैसेज, कम टू 8B एंड अटेंड। सुबह भी इतने डिस्टर्बेंस हुआ क्या? बार बार टकरा था क्या बीच बीच में? मी ऑल्सो डिफिकल्टी आई कुड राइट एक्चुअली, आई टोल्ड हिम सो मेनी टाइम्स। अच्छा, you're trying मोबाइल फ़ोन, you're trying। देखो आपको वहाँ पे भी लॉगिन है क्या आपका? ठीक है, देखो। स्वरूप आप आपका स्वरूप आपका से देख रहा है क्या?
Hello, am I audible?
बोलो, माइक ऑन करके बोलो।
Yes, sir.
Is my voice? Hello. Yes, is it clear? Is it clear now?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Already we have seen that energy is flowing in this path, current is flowing in this path, turned off. As we know that induct by keeping current in the same direction. So if upper switch is on and current is flowing in this from right to left, then when switch is turned off, energy will be free-wheeled here in this path. And if the diode is not present, then forcefully this switch will be made to conduct. That means without gate pulse, if this switch is made to conduct, that means this inductor will damage this switch. So it has to be there. So once again, you can see this animation. This is DC bus split in capacitors. So this is initial biasing. Initially, these capacitors are charged. Now this switch is on. Current is flowing in upper part, which is off. Small once again upper switch is on just to show us how it works. Then lower switch is on. See the current is in reverse. So that is how the AC is converted into DC. So these switches are turned on and off. So that I can show you of single inverter. Show you
कुछ भी आवाज़ नहीं आया ना अभी? कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा है ना आवाज़?
so that half. So in the of inverter There is no the DC two legs, the legs of this inverter. Here one,
Sir, slideshow mode, please.
then load was connected point of the capacitor. Capacitors are not required between the two legs. So here it how it operates turned on. So from this positive terminal through this towards this, these two are
सर को बोलो स्लाइड
opposite
शो
two
मोड
are
में करने के
turned
लिए,
on.
स्लाइड शो मोड.
Positive through
ओके. गर्ल्स, टेल सर टू पुट इन
T4
स्लाइड शो
and
मोड.
negative. In this path,
स्लाइड शो मोड में करने
current
बोलो.
flows.
प्रेजेंटेशन में स्लाइड शो मोड होता है ना
So
ये.
that is how we can say the DC
हाँ.
is converted into AC in single phase bridge inverter. So T1 and T3 are turned on simultaneously. So we have to see the gate pulses now to this inverter. So you can see here the pattern is just a square wave pattern. Gate voltage of one. See this. So as we have one cycle is of 20. So this, so for half of the time switch must be on, another half of the time switch 10 milliseconds. It is 10 milliseconds. So for 10 milliseconds, 3 on, 10 to T4. And the resultant is V here VDC. How VDC plus and VDC minus? This load directly this getting and 8 voltage will, so in this DC voltage, therefore output, this is square wave inverter output. Idealized switch forms. Now practically we can't use, practically there in between dead time of
जस्ट वन हेल्प प्लीज.
or
एक
shoot through.
फोटोग्राफ सा मेरा पीछे से, इनका पीछे से फोटो, जस्ट फोटो लेके मेरे व्हाट्सएप करो. 4-5 फोटो, ठीक है. पीछे से लो, दिखना चाहिए ऑनलाइन अटेंड कर रहे हैं, ठीक है.
Okay, here, so we are talking on the switches one. Now it's on, switch 2 is now, this is power electric, time to turn off. That is flowing, even any diode also takes some time to turn off. So these switches are taking some time to turn. See this, S1 is on, and at the same time if I do, what is the result? Result is this plus terminal through S1 through S2 is getting connected to this minus. That means there is a dead short circuit. There is a shoot through fault. This is called as shoot through
पीछे से,
fault.
पीछे से, पीछे से. इनका पीछे से, यहाँ
So
पे
to
पीछे से
avoid this
इनका.
fault, shoot through fault, we have to provide some dead time in between. The dead time, how much should be the dead time? It should be more than the turn off time of the switches. So the switching pattern should be now S1 on, then half period cycle time
व्हाट्सएप को
to dead
अभी कहाँ
time,
हो
and then
अभी
S1
कहाँ हो
on. So I'll explain it with the waveform. Waveform. This is some dead time in 1 and 3 simultaneously,
इंटरनेट के लिए टीएनपी को उठा
and
के लेके आए
on
लैंड केबल होता ही नहीं कनेक्ट
dead time. So what is the difference? Here we have shown that, and these are turned on at a time simultaneously, but that should not happen. You are making it to give some dead
वहां
time.
से खींचा ना
So voltage, see here, because some part of the
थैंक यू
waveform is, but this is very very small time. Here you can see some considerable distance between these two, but practically the values time is 10 milliseconds here and 1 micro. Okay, dead time maybe 500 nanoseconds, something like that, half of that, 500 nanoseconds. Okay, now these are the another waveforms. This, the difference is in frequency. Okay, so these are waveforms with some different frequency, higher frequency. If this is the time seconds, one cycle of time only, so this inverter uh, upon the need. Okay, motors. Okay, and there could be even induction wherein inversion. So only changing the time of the switches. Okay, turn on time of the switches. We can have different frequency. We can generate different frequency. So same is simulated here. Okay, RL load, 4 switches, and see these two gate pulse sources. Obviously, they have to be like giving pulses to, see this source is giving pulse from here, one wire going to this switch and another wire going to this. Okay, in that way, gate pulse, another one. I run this. Okay, blue and output voltage. So what you can 1 5 volt, 1 5 volt, 1 1 5 volt minus negative cycle. So in full bridge inverter, we get plus VD and minus VD, like that, the variation. Well, there is no dead dead time. To practical, So this is hardware atmosphere or to so rupee and handle and DC. Tell you the part 840 is the MOSFET, which is very cheap and it is readily available in IGBTs. And this is DC bus. DC input voltage is given through these terminals, and then this is out this terminal, and this is just driver. Gate driver needs pulses. I have already morning say it was PC. IC is
Keep
I
your bag with you.
what is the beauty?
Laptop is there, na? Don't keep like there. Laptop is
Whatever
there, na?
daytime this I daytime. So
Nobody can hear.
from microcontroller
Mhm.
used
क्या?
daytime generate this PWM use 50% duty cycle.
ठीक है, अभी आ रहा है,
Generate
क्यों
that
नहीं आ रहा? 3 बार कंप्लेंट भी किए लेकिन
even you can use
नहीं आ रहा ना आवाज?
generator from your laptop. You can use
भाई साथ में बनाओ, आगे सिटिंग में
cycle
क्या कॉल
square wave. Then there
अच्छा
is a
सी
gate driver.
हम्म,
I can say can be it can come here. Yeah.
मोबाइल में भी
So
ठीक से
this
नहीं
is
आ
the
रहा आवाज.
diagram.
मोबाइल में भी आवाज नहीं आ रहा ठीक से. No, they complained also. I told them
So to
also.
drive
He's
any
telling it's
switch,
our call
it
issue.
has to be
Maybe
like
LAN
this.
connection.
So there is some gate pulse generation microcontroller maybe. So there has to be some buffer, high impedance stage. So this microcontroller circuitry can be supplied. Has to be some opto isolation and then gate driver and opto isolation. Some what I have used is optocoupler from us. So buffer and optocoupler circuit you can see here. Okay, this is buffer and this is optocoupler circuit diagram. Supply is given for given given to this is
Girls interrupt sir. Interrupt
isolator
करो.
known
बोलो
as
बोलो आवाज नहीं आ रहा है.
gate.
हम्म, आवाज नहीं आ रहा है. Interrupt करो. So को बोलो क्या आवाज. So we're not able to hear anything.
This is the gate driver
Do
circuit
it, Padmavati. Do it. Interrupt him. Huh?
84.
No. It's not going to.
I see
मोबाइल पे आ रहा है.
218.
No no.
So okay. Now there is high side and one can be driven through. That is very important. So this capacitor is called as bootstrap current when switch connecting this inverter this and HO2 side switch, and this capacitor will supply energy to high side switch. At LO terminal, lower IGBT,
Sir,
allowing one.
sir, excuse me, sir. Sir, can you please share this document, please contain this diagram so that students can see it parallelly? Hello.
Okay, I'll share it.
Yeah, yeah.
So let me do that. Actually, this is the uh,
ये इन्वर्टर का है जो भी ये इन्वर्टर का है इम्पोर्टेंट है जो भी मांगने मांग लो अभी से आई एम ऑल्सो गेटिंग पूरा मेरे को पूरा कितना ब्लंट आ रहा है आवाज मेरे को अटक रहा है बीच बीच में ना एक्चुअली हाँ नो आ रहा था व्हाट इज टेल मी व्हाट यू हर्ड अबाउट लो साइड ड्राइवर हाई साइड ड्राइवर यू कुड नॉट हियर दैट्स व्हाई आई टोल्ड सर टू शेयर द डॉक्यूमेंट टू अस सी मैं बताता हूँ आप लोगों को हाई साइड मीन्स व्हाट सी जब मॉसफेट का सोर्स ग्राउंडेड होता है जो ड्राइवर सर्किट यूज करते हैं हम लोग ना उसको बोलते हैं लो साइड ड्राइवर and high side means what like the buck converter will be implementing PD lab that the gate and source is not grounded there you have to use high side driver उसमें कंसेप्ट है वो क्या होता है व्हाट सर टोल्ड जो भी पल्स है जो आईसी ट्रिगर टाइमर यूज कर रहे हो ठीक है either Arduino microcontroller या फिर IC timer the voltage is not matching with the gate voltage in morning only he told that's why we are using a driver circuit वो means that is interface between PWM generation plus the MOSFET actual one अब डेटा शीट देखना पड़ेगा कितना वोल्टेज लेवल है बीजी का वो हिसाब से डिसाइड करते हैं हम लोग take some rest meanwhile till the again comes
okay. The link has been added into the go through the document. So I was explaining the bootstrap
अच्छा सर इज
calculations.
पुट इन द चैट बॉक्स हाँ बूटस्ट्रैप कंपोनेंट
Nurse rates date time microcontroller program generate the date time. So so this IC is IR2184. How it can be connected, this 8 pin IC, if this is your So this is boolean calculation. Calculate the value of this capacitor. Then gate resistances. You can as I told you between 10 ohm to 20 ohm will do. Now diode strap capacitor ultra fast diode. Number in UF4007. This number is UF4007. Okay, then input pin S1 is the enable pin of this IC. In case of faults or in case of any interlocks, if you want to block or if you want to shut down output of the inverter, then you can supply 5 volt to this pin. Otherwise this is SD bar, that means not to be
120.
0 voltage
CK
given.
Patil sir. CK Patil sir.
Functional controller or any you can provide 50 hertz at the output voltage, which will automatically at time of 5 seconds generate waveforms. Okay, so earlier days it was very difficult to get the proper equal on multiple capacitors, but nowadays it's very easy. If this is then this SD bar signal high. If this is high, then like this across then inverter output yellow both. If this is high, then this output of twice I have already shared. See this now. Capacitor we have to also see. Now I was driving this IRG 4BC20UD. So I have to check the charge. See this QG is side IGBT. You can take from IGBT. The values one current, average current required. So all these things when we rearrange, it is shown that the C value must be equal to or greater than result. I have used to and all these data sheet calculate. Now is what you multiply it by is the value. It will in any condition rule is used. With 3 micro some 3 micro selecting near 3.3 microfarad. See this is very this is 10. There are different types of capacitor, almost 6 types of capacitors. There are electrolytic capacitors which there is type capacitor. value. So calculating bootstrap diode used for already told you this as 7. Given how much of for your this much calculations are not required for these calculations only. By this ultra fast diode, another diode which you might have used in but it's that is ultra fast 7. And see how this can block up to 1000 volts. Very small diode, but it can withstand 1000 volts. It can carry 1 ampere in forward bias. And TRR, reverse recovery time, is 75 nanoseconds. Therefore, it is ultra fast, very fast. Okay, so bootstrap diode is UF400. So in that way, you can. Okay, so this is the gate driver circuit. Whatever it has been implemented here.
One of you, please close the door, please.
So calculating bootstrap
Please close the door.
capacitor and bootstrap diode is very important. This is the diode
ललित सर
UF4007.
दरवाजा बंद करो, दरवाजा, ये आवाज बाहर का एकदम.
And after this implementation, you can see the outputs. See the two gate pulses outputs. And here is the complete circuit, the boost circuit which you seen in the morning. Then this is the half bridge inverter. This is microcontroller board used pic 18 at that time, pic 18. And this is high frequency multi-winding transformer. So design of this multi-winding similar to the design of inductor you have selected seen in the morning. Similar is the process for designing the transformer also, because coupled inductor is transformer. In other words, we can say coupled inductors is transformer. So single winding, there is inductor. Coupled, that is transformer. So we try to make a small microgrid, okay, in our lab. So this was the circuit. These are the we have used, but course version, nodes which we have referred for inductor design. So whatever inductor design, this Ram Narayan switch mode power conversion through NED
एंड होने आए हैं, रुको अभी.
inverters. It is very
एंड होने आए हैं, क्वेश्चंस पूछो अभी, रुको अभी.
physical. A handbook of Rashid. This book, I think, maybe 1000 or 2000 pages. So many things regarding power electronics in this book. Okay, so please download these books from internet. You will get from any website, and then you have to refer. Whatever we have shown here, those were, you can say, the gist of the study which we have made for so many years. So it is a, you can say, output of 1 year. So let me show you my MTech project. This is a multi-level inverter,
दरवाजा बंद
one
करो.
leg of inverter, 8 leg and 6 diodes in DC bus. This is multi through each I was driving two lanes. I need at least four such drivers to drive all the eight switches of one leg. Like that, I made it three phases. Whole of the four switches, 16 okay, 8 like that. Inverter. Of R phase gate driver, IR driver. Four are required. These are four so in this case, I made one PCB of one leg. What I did is, okay, this level output, almost like sinusoidal inverter. It is PWM inverter and steps. So this output is very close to sine wave. There is almost a requirement of filtering. This is phase voltage and this is line to line. See, line to line voltage is 9 level, almost sine wave. Okay, so in that way, these were the results. Okay, I have taken for so many combinations, 16 combinations I have studied. See the complete hardware setup. See the DC bus capacitor size, the rectifier, the rectifier module, the gate driver, inverter. Initially, I made two level inverter, then I made three level inverter, then I made four level inverter. So project have to time 1,000 hours inverter, three phase hardware results. These are hardware results. Complete hardware. A very big one complete hardware. I think I missed it somewhere. But you can also using this. So motto behind this is to design how to study and whatever you have to make it here. So what how you can relate it, okay, and how you can compare these two. So that is very important. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt?
Okay, students, if you are having any doubts, please unmute your mic and do ask one at a time. Sir, kindly share this PPT which you have delivered nicely in these two sessions. It will be very useful.
Okay, so I hope that when they will do the hardware in the at that time they may some doubts. Okay, otherwise right now it is like very superficial knowledge for you. So let me do it. It
Okay.
where
Okay, so it was a very interesting and lot of learning from sessions.
yeah,
Sir, kindly share the PPT, and I think if the recording is available at your end, then do share with us so that we can keep it as a record.
yeah, okay,
Okay, and I have already sent some feedback forms, sir, to you and Nikhil Kasar, sir. Kindly do fill it at the earliest.
yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Student also. Okay, fine. I'll stop here. Thank you all.
Yeah, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for today's session.
रुको अभी जाने का नहीं अभी जब तक सर नहीं सेंड करते यहाँ ही रुकने का हम तो पकड़ के छोड़ेंगे नहीं आदमी को जब तक नहीं सेंड नहीं करते अभी because why you attend he should send the materials ना let him send the material first अभी पोक करूंगा सीधा मैं अभी as he left the meeting okay ठीक है. Anyway, so whatever materials he shared with you all in workshop and all, I think have you taken in your mail? सेव किया है आप लोगों ने? करो सेव जल्दी, करो सेव.